Hey, look, Sarah, we're back.
We are? All right.
Right
Woo-hoo!
here on the
All
Cowboy
right.
and Sherry Short Show.
Yes, we are.
Hey, I'm having a great day. Are you?
I'm having an awesome day. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. We don't have too much to talk about today.
We don't, but that's
Not
okay.
a
We
whole
can
lot.
make something up, right?
Yeah, let's make some stuff up. That'd be fun.
Okay.
Did I tell you about the lizard I met last night? No. The talking lizard? Yeah, we're going to make stuff up. So why not, right? It'll be fun.
Oh, boy.
So, anyway, no, we can talk. I got a whole. Hey, here, take a couple of these sheets. You thumb through it and see if there's something you want to talk about.
Okay, sure.
We are getting ready to go take a trip this week.
we are.
Yeah,
And we're looking forward to that,
actually,
I know.
Let me trade you sheets here because I
Okay.
just saw something that applies to me taking a trip.
Oh, well, there we go. You get all the good stuff.
I do. I like that. So, yeah, let's see. There is... Lots of people like to take road trips with their family.
Okay.
Lots of people, especially with kids, get into arguments on long road trips.
Oh, well, of course.
It's true. Did you ever get into an argument? Oh, well, maybe I wouldn't. You were a single kid, so you probably didn't. You probably just had the whole back seat to yourself, right?
Yeah, usually I was half unconscious all the time, too.
Knowing you, no offense,
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Well, and we tended to take trips at like 3 a.m.
Yeah?
I mean,
That's a good
who
time to
wants
sleep
wake up
on
at
a trip.
3 a.m?
Unless you're driving.
I understand you want to avoid Chicagoland traffic, but really, people?
Yeah. Well, these are the according to Hertz, they did a study. The top 5 causes of road trip car arguments are, and these are in reverse order. Number 5, bathroom stops.
Okay, yeah, understandable. Mm-hmm.
There's a scene in the movie Superman where Lex Luthor is trying to fly this big balloon to the North Pole. Isn't that where Superman's lair was or whatever? Mm-hmm. And he's got this woman with him. She says, Lex, I got to go to the bathroom. He said, you should have gone before we left. And she says, that was 3 days ago. So, yeah. How many times have we told our kids, you should have gone before we left? Mm-hmm. And they were like, that was 5 hours ago, or whatever. So, yeah, number 5, bathroom stops. Number 4, partners' driving skills.
Oh, yeah. There's been a couple of times you've scared me, and I've scared you a couple of times, so.
I remember the first time you scared me.
Oh, yeah.
You were used to that. Do you remember what road that was?
That was Thatcher Road.
Thatcher Road there and outside of DeKalb? Or
outside of my hometown. And so, yeah, it's got 3 really nice road course curves, and man.
I was like, oh, my goodness.
I just love going 60 miles per hour through those things.
I didn't know mail carriers could drive that fast. Yeah.
It depends who your father was. That's all I'll say.
Okay. Number 3, traffic.
Yeah?
I don't know why. There's nothing you could do about traffic. I don't know why people would argue and fight about traffic.
I think they just get irritated by traffic and then they want to fight with somebody about it.
Yeah. Number 2, noisy or naughty children. And I think this is twofold.
Yes?
I really do, because noisy and naughty children fight with each other.
Okay.
But sometimes parents have different parenting styles.
True.
Let's just talk to them. No, I'm going to pull over and whip your back end until you can't sit down. That sort of thing. I've heard parents say that before. So, and the mom's like, now if you do that, you won't get a snack, that sort of thing. And then, of course, there's getting lost in directions, which I don't think that's really the number one reason anymore.
We have GPS now,
yes,
thank God.
I have GPS. That's my girl's positioning system there, right there. She's like, okay, but here, we have an understanding. Mm-hmm. If you're driving, I'm navigating. If I'm navigating, you're driving.
And the person who's driving gets the front cup holder.
Yes. We have the cup holder that's in the dash, and then we have one in that little table that folds down.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And, yeah, we will do that. So whoever's driving gets the one in the dash. I learned that the hard way when we were dating. I slipped my cup in that front one.
I said it nicely.
You did, but I learned it the hard way.
I said,
no, the driver gets that cup holder.
I don't think I said it with that tone.
I'm using a little bit of artistic license here.
Okay, you just, as long as you share the fact that you're sharing it with artistic license.
This is a good segue into this next thing I'll talk about.
Okay.
Every time you and I go on a road trip, what do we end up buying? One of 2 things.
T-shirts.
T-shirts and?
Pistachios? I don't know what.
Well, nuts and snacks. Hats.
Hats.
The last trip we went to Las Cruces.
Yes, we bought a hat.
We bought 3 hats.
You bought 2, I bought 1.
Yeah. Is that yours?
That's mine.
Oh, that's the one you bought. There's the one I got over there.
No.
That's my Stetson.
Oh, okay. I take it back.
I wore one of my Stetsons last night, but this is not a Stetson that I'm wearing. This was a gift from my mother-in-law. It was custom made for me by Ramey Harper up near Farmington, New Mexico. And this is such a treat, a joy. There's only one other hat made identical to it.
Similar to it.
The only exception is the little piece here. If I can turn it around and show it. That little piece there is a little different. That's my initials.
Yep.
But there's someone else who has a similar hat. His piece doesn't have his initials. It says USA. Yeah.
And I can understand why.
But that gentleman, who is the only one that has a hat like mine, and I'm the only one that has a hat like his.
Which is why you're bragging about it.
I am not going to say his name, but I will tell you he's associated with the number 45, and I'll let you figure that out from there. Whether you like him or love him, it's cool to say, you've got a hat, a cowboy hat, that's the only one like it is owned by a president of the United States.
Very cool.
Matter. Yeah.
I don't think he's going to wear it, though. Maybe,
No, probably not.
No, he's already got enough hat head.
Head? Yeah, he's got I don't know what you'd call that. Helmet head, hat head, toupee head?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not offense. A toupee, honestly. I don't know a toupee maker that would brag about making something like that. To each his own, though.
To each his own, yes.
I've thought that if I went bald, and there are times when I think I'm getting headed that direction, that I would probably do a wild comb over, too.
Oh, please don't.
No?
No.
Just once, just to see what it looks like?
Honestly, I met a guy once who was a hotel supervisor or something like that. And I swear the man literally had 5 hairs on his head, and he combed them over.
There was a teacher I had in high school that was he had like one hair that he grew like super long, and he... Not the teacher. He knew another teacher when he was in college that did this. And he would spiral that hair around the top of his head and spray it down with hairspray. And one day the teacher got onto him and, oh, thanks, Michael. He says, nice background. It's one of our favorites. We like the patriotic ones. The teacher got mad at him, was talking to him about something, and of course this guy was like about a foot taller than this teacher, and he reached up and he grabbed the end of that hair and just unraveled it completely and let it hang down. So that's the story as I recall.
Oh.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
Okay, yeah. No, I'm not going to be eating for the rest of the day. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Hey, commercial time. Can we do a commercial?
We can do a commercial if you want.
You know, some of you are watching this video. Some of you aren't, but you can later because you can subscribe. We would love to have you subscribe at our YouTube channel, which is www.cowboycherrytv.com. We'll just leave that up there for a while.
Okay, that sounds great.
Because it looks cool. I like graphics.
Yeah.
I do. So, you find anything there you want to chat about?
Well, you said that, people get irate, a little bit or a little miffed when they're... Yeah. They just need to bring their dog along, evidently, because
that would
dogs
help.
make people drive more carefully. A study found out in Spain that it revealed that more than half of the dog-owning drivers surveyed said that they drive more carefully while traveling with their pet in their car.
Really?
Yeah. What's more, having a dog in the car also has the added benefit of reducing the driver's stress. Go figure.
That makes a lot of sense. I drive carefully when I see a dog in the road.
Yeah, me too.
I see him trying to cross the
Me too.
We had... when we first started mating, when we started dating...
Let's revise that.
Yeah, when we started dating, I lived in a little trailer court, and down at the corner, there was a dog.
Yeah.
It was like a giant, I don't know, it was like a mixed breed. It had German Shepherd, Lab.
Heinz 57.
Yeah, it was a Rottweiler, Pit Bull, everything you could think of, and that dog was mean. And that dog, I don't know what the dog's name was, but we unaffectionately called him Jumper.
Interesting.
Because he could jump that fence. That jump was at least 5 feet high. He'd jump that fence and get right out. If I was on my motorcycle,
yeah,
he would jump right in front of my motorcycle, and I would have to speed up around that corner, that curve, to miss him and keep him from biting my leg off. And I went down and I talked to the owner several times because we would have to walk down to get our mail. And he would jump out and get me when I was on foot, too. I started carrying a little pocket knife. And then eventually I started carrying a pistol. And I never had to shoot him, but I thought one of these days I'm going to have to shoot that dog. I did not want to. It was a beautiful dog, but he just had...
He had emotional issues, evidently.
So did I with that dog. One day I was coming back from work. I was on my motorcycle, and that dog, sure enough, cleared that fence, and I sped up to get past it, and the front of my motorcycle wheel hit that dog doing about somewhere between 15 and 20 miles an hour. And I didn't think it was going to phase that dog. He could have bit into that tire and took home a piece of it if he wanted to. I'm glad he didn't.
I have heard many a story about dogs attacking tires.
Yeah?
Yeah. What was it? I had a coworker at the post office who actually got his rear tire on his mail truck bit by a chihuahua.
You know, if I was a dog, I could find a lot of things tastier than a
tire.
Than a good
right,
year.
Yeah. Why don't you go after the lunch pail is my question.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Maybe they just don't know what's in the lunch pail.
Evidently. But I've been herded by border collies in my postal vehicle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Border collies are cute, pretty dogs.
They're pretty dogs, yeah. Yeah, they are.
Once we get moved, we decided we're going to get a dog eventually, after we get a fence.
Yeah.
We're going to name it Audie.
Audie, after
Audie Murphy. Yeah, that'll be our dog.
Yes.
We thought about getting several dogs and naming them after each member of the A-team. That way we could tell an intruder, you better get out of here or I'm going to sick the A-team on you.
Right. I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, here's a guy, apparently he had a plan.
Yeah?
This Chinese man who was supposedly hacked to death in a fight reappeared in his hometown after 10 years. The man that supposedly killed him served 10 years of a 29-year sentence.
Wow.
He even confessed to killing the man in the hatchet fight. The man reappeared in his village because apparently he just needed some money. Came back to get some money, I guess. So
he must have known a really good seamstress. He got sewn back together or something
I guess.
like that?
I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Here's another weird story. I don't know about this. High-speed internet addicts would rather lose a finger than the web. Well, crazy stuff. They used to have for people that text. You remember back in the day when people would text, and now you can take one finger and just slide it from number to number.
Right.
Or letter to letter and slide really fast.
Sure, yeah.
But back in the day, you just two thumbs, and that was it. There was a surgical operation you could get, and it was called digitizing. And basically what they did is they whittled your thumbs down to little points so it would make it easier to text.
Interesting.
I don't think too many people did that. Just crazy, weird people.
Well, you know, I've had chiropractors tell me that there's actually a problem with people's thumbs now where they overdo on texting. And
yeah?
So, yeah.
My earpiece keeps popping out.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay. That's just because I keep pulling on the cord, I'm sure.
It could be. You're always yanking my chain.
No.
Saw a funny joke. Here's a funny joke for you. We got this off of the Alf last night. This was hilarious. Sarah did not get this at first. I was in the kitchen getting me a sugar-free chocolate shake, which I might talk about in a minute. We're watching Alf.
Okay.
Willie calls home and says, "Alf, put Kate on." Alf turns to Kate and says, "Hey, Kate, I'm the King of France." I about lost it. Sarah's just looking at the screen. I said, "You get it?" She goes, "No." I said, "He was putting her on." I thought, I got to remember that.
Oh, and evidently you did, honey.
Yeah. I love that. I about dropped my milkshake. That was just so funny. So my chocolate milkshakes, my sugar-free chocolate milkshakes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should call them sugar-free. I'm sure there's a little bit of sugar in it.
Well, a little bit.
So
yeah.
I put... what is that cocoa? That's baker's cocoa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the powdered stuff made for
cocoa.
baking. Hershey's cocoa. There's not any sugar in it, I don't think, in that.
No.
I put that in some almond milk and put some Carb Smart ice cream in with that, and then some monk fruit. Mm-hmm. And blend that all up. Makes a great chocolate shake.
You've also put peanut butter in it, haven't you? Or peanut butter powder?
I've put peanut butter powder in it before. I've put some... s'mores or mocha sugar-free syrup in. I don't remember the good stuff.
You put a little too much syrup in last night.
I did. That was but it was still tolerable. And some of those, I go to Walmart and get the chocolate fudge stripe sugar-free cookies. and blend them in the blender with it. That's good stuff.
Yes, it is, people.
Good stuff. So, anyway, you got anything else you want to chat about?
Let's see here. Not right at this moment here.
Okay, well, here's something. We'll just look at this. 50. This is interesting. We actually discussed this in our wedding. Or before our wedding, not in our wedding. Yes.
Not at our wedding?
52% of single men and 39% of single women say that when they get married, they will have the traditional phrase to honor and obey in their ceremony. 52% of single men and now, those numbers just don't add up to me. They should match. 52% of single men and 50. Well, I guess that's people who aren't getting married yet. That would make sense. Yeah, they don't match.
Okay.
So, 22% of singles say they'll go with the more modern phrase, like with something like it or not, you're stuck with me.
You signed the waiver. How about that?
You signed the waiver. That's our phrase, yes.
Yes. Well, how about this?
Yeah.
Are you easily distracted? Squirrel?
I'm sorry, squirrel, yeah.
Yes, okay.
Sometimes I am.
Yes, you are. Sometimes you are. And sometimes you're super focused, I've noticed.
When I'm working,
yes.
I'm super, super focused.
But here is the good news.
Good news? Yeah?
Yes, if you are easily distracted, you may have too much brain. Right.
Really?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
It says researchers
That's a compliment.
at University College London said those who are easily distracted from the task in hand may have too much brain. I'll give that as an excuse next time I get...
Is there such a thing as too much brain?
Well, people have said that I have a big head. No, just kidding.
You don't have a big head. You mean physically or
Well, it says here that the researchers found larger than average volumes of gray matter in certain brain regions in those whose attention is easily diverted.
I'm sorry, what?
Squirrel?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, when I'm focused at work, Sarah will say something, and I'll sit there looking at my screen typing.
Kinda goes
I turn around and go, I'm sorry,
there.
what? What? So,
yeah.
Oh, the joys of working at home.
Kind of, yeah.
I like working. I'm on the phone a lot, but when I'm not on the phone, of course, I'm listening to Leading Edge Radio Network. Mm-hmm. Or occasionally, I listen to Q-Star FM on occasion with Steve Jarrett. But, big news this week. Apex Radio Net has actually joined Leading Edge Radio Network. See that little bar in the lower part? I'm going to have to edit that next week, Sarah.
Obviously.
Put
but hey, that'll give us more room to play with, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe. So, anyway.
Possibly.
Yeah. We are going on a trip this week to Arizona. Today, we got another dump date today, Sarah.
Ooh.
Either me and you or me and Seth. Seth got a new truck this week, and we're going to load that up with trash.
By new, we mean new.
New to us. New to him, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 91 Ford Ranger pickup, and it's only got 105,000 miles. Well, it had 105,000 on it.
Needless to say, he went out and he drove it quite a bit. But
yeah,
that's
he did.
Okay.
So it's probably got about 125,000 miles on it from last weekend. Teenagers.
Probably. And let's see, new floor mat.
New floor mats, new antenna, new stick shift.
We'll have to see what the lights look like.
New speakers on it. Oh, yeah, and he put truck bed lights on it last night. Mm-hmm. So LED truck lights. So, hey, as long as he doesn't,
kill it.
Yeah, try some new kind of sand-based oil, we should be fine.
Either that or, what do I want to say, undercarriage exhaust system.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that once before. That cost us about $400.
$600.
$600, yeah. Kids, gotta love them.
Yeah, it's in the contract.
It's a learning experience, so.
And as my parents say, it's in the contract.
Yep. So, what else you got, Sarah? Anything else?
Oh, gosh.
We were going to talk about Arizona. We're getting ready to go out there and take a truckload or a trailer load of some of our 300,000 items. We talked about this in the last show. The average American household has 300,000 items in it.
Oh, geez. Here we
That's
go. Unique baby names created by a computer.
Don't get me started on that. I swear some of the candidates I work with...
Actually, you don't swear.
Well, you know what I mean. The names that I deal with, it's unbelievable. I think they the mothers take tiles out of a Scrabble box and line them up and go, okay, that's your name.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so unique baby names created by a computer. Former Stanford computer science researcher, now at Tesla, Andrei Karpathy, sorry for that muddling, ran an experiment. He used a supercomputer to come up with a list of one-of-a-kind names. They came up with
These aren't too bad.
Cheyenne, Sani, Riza, Wallen, Murris, Candisa.
Was that Candisa or Candica?
Candica. I don't know.
Rasheen. I like that.
Ozila?
Ozila. O-Z-I-L-A.
Yeah.
Sounds like a baseball player.
Shane, Corella, Deland, and Gamer.
G-E-A-M-R-A-R.
Gamer.
G-M-R. Jamar.
G.
Maybe that's Jamar.
G is a G.
And then
not a J.
Jackeen. Mm-hmm. J-A-C-K-E-I-N.
What's the most unique baby name you've heard?
Well, I will tell you this. Years ago, I was a police officer in a town, a young lady in that town.
Yeah.
Mid to late 20s. Her name was Shakita. And her thing was she liked to wear these big yellow sweaters. Mm-hmm. And I asked her, I said, how in the world did you get that name? She says, well, my mother never could come up with a name for me. And the minute that she started going into labor, she was eating a banana, looked down, saw the sticker on it.
Oh, no.
And said, there it is, Shakita. And that was her name. Glad she wasn't eating a pineapple. So.
Yeah. Dole would be her name, maybe?
Or a can of stuff posing as meat, Spam.
Oh, yeesh.
What other weird names could you name a kid based on a food product? Snickers.
Well, you could name him Charlie after Charlie the tuna if you were eating tuna.
Yeah, Tyson. That's actually a pretty good name, Tyson.
Yeah.
Butterball, yeah.
Yeah, Butterball, Tabasco.
Tabasco, that would be not too bad of a name.
McIlney or whatever.
What?
Ernie. McIlney, what is the Tabasco name? McIlney's?
Oh, I don't know. I just call it Louisiana hot sauce and Tabasco.
Yeah, okay. Well,
yeah.
There's another name on there. We'll have to figure that one
Trapeze.
out.
Trapeze hot sauce, yeah.
Cholula,
yeah.
Yeah.
Weird names.
Yeah.
Maybe if we get more dogs, we can go that route.
No.
No? Okay.
Either that or
just
Wooster and Jeeves. Or the A-Team.
I like the idea. If you had a number of dogs, there's Face, there's Hannibal, there's B.A. Baracus.
Yeah, Murdoch.
And a Howlin' Mad Murdoch. That would have to go to the dog that spins in circles. Yeah. That would be that dog.
Either that or the one that's mechanically inclined to open up all the doors.
Yeah. That would be. We had a dog in college that could open up doors.
Oh, I'm sure. They're very talented that way.
He was really, really, I say he, was a she. Her name was Ginger. And she would, we had glass doors in front of the dormitory that had the handlebars on the inside. You push the handlebars and the door would open up. And she had been trained by her owner that when you hit yourself across the chest, that was her signal to jump up, put her paws on that handle, and go through the door.
Okay.
And she got so old near the end of her life that you go up there and you do that, and she would just like kind of look at you and not even really put her paws up, but she would move forward like she was trying to, and then she would just wag her tail, turn around, and walk off like she didn't even see you.
Oh.
So Ginger was a sweet dog.
The thought was there, though.
The thought was there. And then we usually had to just take... Here's a little trick. If you're ever trying to get into a place that has a glass door or window and nobody's answering the door, take a little penny. Mm-hmm. It won't scratch the glass, but it will sound throughout the building. You can hear it. And just tap on it 2 or 3 times. It's better than ringing a doorbell. Bless you.
Oh, thank you.
Or you could do that.
Well, yeah, possibly. I don't know. Depends if you've got a diamond ring on or not.
Yeah, but I learned that. A guy at church taught me that years ago when he was trying to get in the church building, and my dad's office was way upstairs in the back part of the church. And he said, this is what you do. He took a penny out, wrapped on the window. Sure enough, my dad came down a few minutes later.
Interesting.
Heard the penny rap. So, anyway, Sarah, I think that's going to about do it for this show.
Okay, well, we have had fun with you guys.
Absolutely, we always do.
Yes, we do.
Don't forget to check us out at cowboycherrytv.com next week.
Yes.
Maybe we'll have pictures from we're planning on going through Oatman, Arizona. Every there's wild burros there. I think they're wild. They're descendants of the burros that worked in the mining, the silver and or gold mines or whatever kind of mines they had there.
Ooh, we'll have to check out the mines.
They walk around the streets, and some of the shopkeepers actually let them wander into the shop and walk around a little bit. So
a little odd, but hey, hey, if you've got a calm donkey and it wants to come in, you might as well let it in, right?
Calm donkey, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I need to be right now, a calm
donkey. But hey,
donkey.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube videos.
And and as I said a couple of weeks ago, every town has its borough. Make sure that your town you're not the borough. So, anyway, we will see you next time right here on this fantastic show that we do. We love doing it. The Cowboy and Cherry Short Show.